I'm not gonna fight you. Yes, you will.
What's up, everybody? My name is Chad Shifley, and today I got a quick video for you centered around one of the greatest video game franchises of all time, The Last of Us. Now, if you've been following the channel, you already know I've covered this franchise before, including unboxings of two of the most iconic characters from the game, Ellie and Abby, from the incredible Prime 1 studio line, and a deep dive opinion video on a pivotal moment from HBO's The Last of Us series. Links to both are down in the description below. Definitely give them a watch after this one. Today is a special one because I just got my hands on The Last of Us Complete Edition, the newly released physical collector's box for PlayStation 5. This is a definitive way to experience both The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 remastered in one beautifully packaged set. Whether you're new to the series or returning for another emotional punch to the gut, this collection makes it easier than ever to dive into Joel and Ellie's unforgettable journey, and now also Abby's. The physical edition comes in this gorgeous collector's box featuring stunning new artwork that captures the raw humanity and emotional heart of the franchise. Inside, you'll find a slick SteelBook housing physical discs with minimalist designs for both remastered games, along with a set of beautiful artist-designed lithographs handpicked by the team at Naughty Dog. These are perfect for display and truly capture the spirit of the series. This sold out fast, like instantly. They limited it to one per household, but luckily I snagged a second copy using my brother's address. Why? Because these kinds of collector editions always end up getting flipped online for outrageous prices. But hey, I got mine, and I do hope that you were able to grab a copy for yourself. So let's crack this open and take a closer look at everything that comes inside The Last of Us Complete Edition. Now, if you're probably asking yourself, Chad, do you need another copy of The Last of Us Part 1 or Part 2? My answer is yes. I have this game on PlayStation 3, I have it on PlayStation 4, and I have it on PlayStation 5 in multiple different editions. I have so many versions of this game, it's ridiculous, and I don't need any more, but
I would do it all over again.
Take my money. The thing that's frustrating about these kinds of releases is that they sell out immediately, so online you can pre-order them, but as soon as they're released, they immediately are unavailable. So you already have to grab one for pre-order or you're pretty much not going to get one. And then the worst thing that happens with these kinds of limited editions is people will buy them up and then immediately put them on eBay and charge twice, maybe 3 times as much as what they're going for. So just like how people snag up a bunch of concert tickets and then they just resell them on websites for like 300-400% of what they're supposed to be selling for, people do it for these kinds of games. So first things first, we have the game, The Last of Us Complete. So we're just gonna slide this out here. There we go. So we're gonna open this up for you here. There we go. All right. We have the SteelBook right here, and that includes the 2 discs with Part 1 and Part 2. And then we have the thank you letter from Neil Druckmann himself, studio head of Naughty Dog, director of the game. So let's pop out the SteelBook. So we have the SteelBook here. I'm gonna open this up. So SteelBook has both game discs in it, Part 1 and Part 2, PlayStation 5. Beautiful, love that. Really? We're gonna slide this out. The Last of Us, American Dreams. So that's cool. From Dark Horse, Last of Us, American Dreams, Neil Druckmann, Faith Aaron Hicks. So, comes with this cool comic. Check that out. Pretty sweet. And then here we have the lithographs that it comes with, which is pretty cool. So this pops open like this. So we have 4 lithographs included. These are beautiful. These most likely would be fantastic to frame and display in your game room or creative space. So depending on how the light hits it, And you get the detail. You see all that's going on in these lithographs, so that's very pretty. And you got this one. Looks like a clicker, silhouette of a clicker. With Joel and Ellie. Love that. And then you have the epic showdown, Ellie and Abby. Right there. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to get these framed, and I am planning on having a designated The Last of Us section in my game room, because if you've seen my other videos, I do have an unboxing of Prime 1 Studios Abby and Ellie Theater Edition and the Confrontation, and if you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'm going to include a link to it in the description below. And believe me, there is going to be many, many more videos focusing on this franchise because I can't get enough and I can't talk enough about it.
I can't.
I also did a video breaking down a pivotal scene in the HBO series of The Last of Us. A link to that is also included in the description below, and I highly recommend you check that out. So, like I said, there's a thank you letter from Neil Druckmann that's included. I don't feel like rehearsing it to you at this moment, so if you're interested in what Neil Druckmann has to say, you need to pick up a copy of this yourself. So that is pretty much it for The Last of Us Complete. This is an awesome piece to add to your collection if you are able to get your hands on one. And like I said, they are sold out online, but you have scalpers that are on eBay currently selling this for 2 times, 3 times as much as it was supposed to be sold for when it first came out. So unfortunately, that's the world we live in today, but there you have it. Quick little video, The Last of Us Complete Edition. It's got a bunch of cool stuff in it. It's a phenomenal game. If you haven't played the games or you're on the fence about it, I highly recommend that you get started immediately. And I can't talk highly enough about these games. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Were you able to grab a copy of this yourself? Let's keep this conversation going. And as always, thank you for stopping by, and I will catch you in the next one. Stay collecting, my friends. See ya.